to Arlene's Broadway on Buffalo, our holiday spectacular. Just a couple things of note before we get started. Tomorrow and Monday we will have auditions for a show which will be in March. The name of the show is Drinking Habits. It's a very funny show about some nuns that make wine in the basement of the convent. And the wine happens to win an award, and so an investigative reporter comes and tries to figure out who made the wine. So it's a very funny show. We're having auditions. It's open to everyone. It runs in ages from probably late teens to whatever. So anybody who's interested in theater, please come by Sunday from 3 to 6 or Monday from 6 to 9. We'll be having auditions right here at the theater. Another thing, also on Saturday, the Conneaut Art Center will be having a ballet concert here. So it will be our first ballet concert here. So I believe that's going off at 7 o'clock. And you can get information about tickets from the Conneaut Art Center. So I think that's all the information I have about this. This is our little present to the community, I guess. We've got singing, we've got dancing, we've got a couple of theatrical pieces. So please sit back and enjoy our holiday spectacular. Thank you.
Free. no chance of that happening. How is anyone supposed to see this thing? I picked a lousy time to lose my glasses. Oh, thanks, Hallie.
You let that tinsel win that for me?
It's got it better than even shot.
Hey, there's nothing in these boxes.
Those are just decorations for the pageant. They're not your real presents. Those will come on Christmas.
When Santa Claus comes, it's Santa Claus. SANTACLAUS. She always gets it wrong. She doesn't even try to get it right.
I'm sure Santa doesn't mind.
See?
Hallie, the breaker in the kitchen blew again, and I just put the turkeys in the oven. Do you think you can reset it?
You're right there.
I'll bet he brings better presents to kids who can say his name right. Does not.
I know what I wish Santa would bring me for Christmas.
I don't think Angelina Jolie will fit in your stocking.
Do you think she can help with this tinsel?
Among other things.
Mr. Turner, does Santa Claus really bring better presents to people who can actually say his name right?
Well, Kristen, as a well-known expert on Santa Claus, I'd have to say that it doesn't matter how you pronounce his name, just that you're good. Now, would you go backstage and bring a couple chairs, please?
See? Well, I'll think it's still gonna make him happier. And I think a more happier Santa makes for a more generous Santa.
No harm hedging your bets. Who made tinsel? Maybe you're supposed to just put it on the tree in a big ball, like an ornament.
Oh, here, let me help.
Show off.
Here we are, one Christmas chair as ordered. Where would you like it?
Hallie, where do you want this chair?
By the tree.
By the tree.
Well, we should probably make sure we have room for all the dance students that are coming. There. Perfect. Why is it so dead in here? Huh? There's no music playing.
Oh, I got a phone call earlier and turned it off. I'll go turn it on now unless Bill would strum a few carols.
I'd really like to, but my hands are really bad. I don't think I can make a chord.
And canned Christmas music it is.
Well, what's wrong with your hands?
Carpal tunnel syndrome.
Which you should have had fixed by now.
From all those years swinging a hammer, I wanted to get it repaired before the show. I just ran out of time.
Oh. So then who's going to play for the carols?
Well, it sounds like Hallie put some CDs on. We can just sing along to those.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus.
It's Santa Claus. You are so getting on full for Christmas this year.
Hey, you two. How about you go up to the attic and bring down a couple of the wreaths, huh? Hello? Can I help you?
I'm sorry, the door was open, and I heard the music.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we too loud? We get a little crazy in here at Christmas time.
No, it was fine. It was nice.
Let me help.
I don't need your help. Go help Santa Claus.
Would you two knock it off? You may each bring one wreath to Hallie. And behave. We have a visitor.
Who are you?
Kristen, that's not very polite.
It's all right. My name's Daniel Burnham.
Well, Mr. Burnham, I'm Lauren Cowles, and these two monsters of mine are Colt and Kristen. Over there is Bill and Teresa Turner, and this here is Hallie King, caretaker of this madhouse.
Guilty as charged. Can I get you something? A cup of coffee or an eggnog?
Eggnog.
Not alcoholic, I'm afraid, but still really good.
Yes, thank you. That would be wonderful. If it's not too much trouble.
Oh, nonsense. It's no trouble at all. Come on in. Get warm. One eggnog coming right up. Have a seat right here.
Okay.
Kids, go around. More chairs.
I don't want to mean to be any trouble. It just sounded nice in here. It sounded like home.
Well, crazy is more like it. We have to forgive all the confusion. We're getting ready for our Christmas Eve pageant tonight.
One eggnog, as promised.
Thank you.
All right, cut it out, you two. Put the chairs over there, please.
Can I get you anything else?
No, thank you. This is wonderful. Would it be all right if I just sat here and watched a little while?
Oh, of course. I've got to let you go. As long as you're here, you're in great danger.
I'm happy to help in any way I can.
Sit and drink your eggnog.
Mr. Burnham, do you think Santa Claus likes when people say his name wrong?
I don't know.
Because my sister has always been saying it's Sandy Claus, like he's some sort of crazy killer or something. Now, if I were him, I'd make sure she get a bangable coat for Christmas this year.
I don't think that Santa much cares what people call him, only whether they've been naughty or nice.
See?
Would you two leave Mr. Burnham alone and come help with these Christmas decorations?
It's been years. Frog nog.
Excuse me. Did you just say frog knob?
What? Oh, yes. My sister used to call it that. Her name was Beth. She called it that because we once had some that had some green color in it. And it was always frog nog after that.
I knew it! All sisters are crazy!
Oh. Leave Mr. Burnham alone.
You said your sister's name was Beth? Did something happen to her? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's...
Teresa?
Oh, it's all right. My sister's name is Beth. She was beautiful. She died 4 days short of her 11th birthday, just after we got our frog nog and went up to bed.
Oh, I'm so sorry to bring up these painful memories.
The frog nog was always her favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
How did she die?
Oh,
Kristen,
no, it's all right. It was in a fire. She died and my parents died and my home was gone. I got out and everything else burned.
My God, how old were you?
I was 13.
What did you do?
I left. I worked, I wandered, and I survived.
But your relatives didn't think...
All the family I had was in that house. The firemen said that the tree lights probably got the tree on fire. They said it was lucky anybody got out. If I hadn't gone downstairs to see if Santa was there or got another cup of eggnog, I probably wouldn't be here either.
The fire was on Christmas Eve?
10 years ago today. I come here every year on this day just to remember.
I don't think I've ever seen you around here before.
No, I never come inside. This year with the talking and the songs, I couldn't resist. And then with the decorations and the eggnog.
Oh, you poor thing. But I don't understand. Why do you come here?
Closest thing to home I have. Oh, my house used to stand where your parking lot is now.
A what?
I mean, the house was completely destroyed in the fire. I figured it only right to give up a lot to the church.
You gave us the extra lot?
I did. And I hope you don't mind me creeping around here once every year. It's just the one time, and I usually don't come in. Listen, this has been nice, but I really should be going.
but where?
No, you've got to stay for the pageant tonight.
If you leave, how will Santa Claus know where to leave your presents?
It's Santa Claus!
Besides, didn't I tell you that if you stay, you'll probably get put to work?
Looks like you're outnumbered, son. I don't think you're going anywhere if this lot has anything to say about it. Let me ask you something. Do you know how to play the guitar?
Well, yes, but it's been a few years.
Oh, nonsense. It's just like riding a bicycle, except with frets and strings. It's easy peasy. And it just so happens we have a guitar right here. Allie, I think I found you a guitar player for tonight. Do you remember the C, D, and G chords?
For tonight, but I really should be going.
But Mr. Burnham,
Dan, thanks.
and then, don't you know that family and home are where you make them? I know you suffered a terrible loss when you were young, but there's no reason to give up looking. And if you're searching for what you're missing, you need need only go home.
I haven't gotten a home.
And you need only be with your family.
My family's dead.
You're so locked into your grief that you can't see that family can be blood, but it can also be so much more. We're not all related, but there's no one I would rather be with at this time of the year. They're my family, by choice, if not by blood. And that's the true meaning of family and home. People you want to be with and a place you all fit in.
We haven't got a place like that.
You've got here, Dan.
And you've got us.
So if you're willing to give it a try, so are we. Well, what do you say? How about trying on a new home and a family this Christmas Eve? Besides, you really shouldn't have told Bill that you played the guitar, because now you're not going anywhere until after the pageant, at the least.
I don't know what to say.
Yes would be a very good place to start.
Yes, then, and thank you all. Looks like I'll be home for Christmas this year, and not just in my dreams.
No, that's not on the playlist. Why don't we start with Silent Night, well then we'll go from there.
How about Here Comes Santa Claus?
Sandy Claus.
Gotcha.
But
Let's just do Silent Night. First, it's a G, and then a D. Good, and then another G. Okay, Silent Night from the top.
Holy infant, so tender. lips are delicious. Never such a blizzard before. You freeze to the bone out there. It's up to your knees out there. I thrill when you touch my hand. How can you do this thing to me? Make my lifelong sorrow. If you have pneumonia and I get over that hole now, but it's cold outside. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? The child that you deliver would soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your sleeping baby, you've kissed the face of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will lead, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy was heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. Mary, did you know?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. Whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow, he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise. Oh, the noise. Noise, noise, noise. That's one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. Then the Who's young and old would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast. And they'd feast. And they'd feast. Feast, feast, feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast feast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing. Sing, sing, sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. But since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, giddy up, and the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first house on the square, this is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room And he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's Feast. He took the Who Pudding. He took the Roast Beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who Hash. Then he stuffed up all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and started to shove, when he heard a small sound, like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught up by this tiny Who daughter, who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went up to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 15:15 dawn, and the Who's still abed. All the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings, 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet. He rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was grinchishly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, didn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And then what happened? Well, in Whoville, they say, that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.